Hey guys, Chuke here with Chuke's Outdoor, coming at you with another video here. So yeah, I wanted to test the 9mm Extreme Penetrator from Underwood on an actual bear skull that I got from my hunt just a couple weeks ago. It's a black bear. And I'm not just shooting bullets into a carcass to be disrespectful. I have nothing but admiration and respect for bears. I love bears. But like I said, I want to live, good Kirk, bad Kirk episode from Star Trek. He wants to live, and that's how I feel. I'm in bear country most of the year, fishing, hunting bears. I'm charged by bears almost every year. That's why I'm doing these tests. I wanted to see if this 9mm could do damage to a bear skull and possibly kill a bear, even though brown bear was killed by a 9mm with these rounds last year. You can Google that story here in Alaska. But so I taped the eyes of the bear skull because it's still got the eyeballs in there. These googly eye, eyes inside this skinned bear skull. So I didn't want to be disrespectful by doing that. So I taped that up. So this is just a test. So let me show you how the footage turned out. Okay. The first shot entered right there, went through the fur, it entered right there. You can see it went down through the gel and blew out right there at the bottom. And I could not find it down there. The second one went right there, and it went a little farther through the gel, made a trail, and went right there. And I actually saw it hit up there, but I couldn't find it. Now, as for the damage, nice holes. Just a straight hole. I feel I could stick my finger all the way in that one, and I feel broken bone. There was a piece of bone. Exit holes were pretty brutal. You can see broken bone on the exit holes. A shattered bone. No problem penetrating all the way through, and I could not capture them in the gel. But just shattered bone. Not a big exit. Well, decent exit holes, as you can see, but shattered bone. And I couldn't capture it in the gel, so it went all the way through. But pretty impressed with a 9mm Extreme Penetrator. So as you can see, this Underwood ammo, even in a tiny little round like 9mm, I felt just shredded that skull. It just poked right in. You could see me stick my finger in that hole. The exit wound is a little bigger. I could feel crunched up bone and matter. I'll look at it a little closer here. But super impressed with these. I didn't realize it was plus P plus. So you've got a 115 grain copper bullet with their, fluted shape there going 1350 feet per second. So, I had to go back to Alaska Ammo and get a box of these yesterday. I'm not going to use a 9mm for bear protection, obviously. I've got those bigger things for that, and I'm getting a new 10mm really soon here. But it was just an interesting test. There was a mystery about that brown bear that was killed with a 9mm. A guide had a 9mm, and he killed a brown bear. He was using these Extreme Penetrator rounds, but my buddy at the gun shop said that they couldn't find the kill shot, even though it was like 8 or 9 shots, and one was in the neck. For some reason, Fish and Game, when they did the dissection, they couldn't figure out which shot had dropped it and killed it, but it did drop and die. So obviously I'm not going to use these as bear protection, but sometimes when the weight just kills me, I've got that giant Smith & Wesson on my chest. It's the weight of my rifle almost. And sometimes I think about, go back to the car, just take a 9mm or something, save my knees a little bit. I probably won't even do that, but you know, maybe if I'm just hiking and I just grab the 9mm, I'm always having extreme penetrators in it. But anyways, weapon check. I used a little Glock 43 here. There's nothing in the mag. It's safe. So yeah, I used a Glock 43. So it's a short barrel, you know, and I was just a couple feet from the skull, but still, it was pretty snappy, and I was impressed with the power of these little rounds. And let's just check it out. This is gross, but I just want to get a little bit closer look, and I'll show you guys. There's the googly eyes. I don't want you to see the googly eyes. Yeah, some good holes. I'm not going to take this apart because I'm still going to use it for my a 10mm thing. But yeah, it just went right through, busted up bone. Oh, that's nasty. So I couldn't even capture those 9mm rounds. You know, I could see where they went through the gel. I was hoping to capture them, but it wasn't enough gel. It went right through at an angle, busted out my table. One of them I could see where it hit the ground on the hill, you know, about 20 feet ahead of me, but I still could not find those extreme penetrator bullets. I mean, so penetration, no problem. I have no doubt that the brain in there is mangled. So if you're shooting right, technically you could kill a bear with a 9mm extreme penetrator, and it has been done last summer. But like I said, that's not what I'm going to use. But it was an interesting test. It was an interesting test to see, you know, on an actual skinned bear head, what it's going to do. And like I thought, it just went right through bone and meat, fat and everything, muscle, no problem. That bear actually had a lot of muscle and fat on its head. Did a bunch of damage. The penetration was crazy. I couldn't even find it. You know, went through some gel, went through a table, went through a box. So yeah, impressive. I'm going to keep these tests up. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks. Chuke, your friend in the field.